A guy who's been a boss for so long, like Puff, he's used to having people do what he wants. And when they don't, then he's used to seeing them buried under the bus afterwards. You don't just walk away from Puff and see success.
Yo, check this out. Fans been talking wild online, saying Wendy Williams been warning us about Diddy for years and nobody was paying attention. Old clips, old interviews, little side comments on radio, people swearing she was dropping hints about power moves and shady vibes behind the scenes.
Some people are saying the whole Wendy Williams documentary that she's pretty much allegedly playing this way to keep herself safe from him, from any unaliving.
It's been working for Orlando Brown.
Rumors even got wild, saying maybe she got pushed out of radio, blackballed, or quieted because she was talking too loud. Maybe even because Diddy's influence ran deep in the game. That's what folks online are saying. No receipts, just vibes and patterns.
One of the reasons that I identify so much, I spent 10 years sneaking and doing and lying and betraying. And
you click this video to find out what really went down with that Wendy Williams P. Diddy in the industry situation. No sugarcoating, no fake stories. That's exactly what you're gonna get right here. So hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell, because we stay dropping the latest behind-the-scenes celebrity news you won't hear everywhere else. Back in her Hot 97 days, Wendy wasn't scared to speak up. She called out behavior, gave subtle warnings, and some say that got her labeled messy, loud, difficult, the usual when you ain't playing by the industry rules.
Did Diddy get Wendy Williams fired? Yeah, he sure did. And then what happened? It was I did the Wendy Williams show. Yeah, when I if I remember this story right, Wendy Williams she was saying a whole bunch of stuff about Puff that y'all talking about right now. In fact, Wendy Williams was the first one to expose Puff. And the things that she was saying about Puff, the allegations, he was denying them. But Wendy was in the way saying she knew him. So the more she kept talking about it, the more and more he used his power to get her fired.
People online noticed the pauses, the laughs, the way she switched topics like she knew more than she could say. Some fans even say she was told not to go certain places with her commentary. That's all speculation, but you can see why people are re-watching her old clips now. Fast forward, and now Diddy's drama hits headlines, and all the old Wendy moments are resurfacing. People saying, yo, she called it. From her takes on his relationships to shady industry energy, fans are piecing it together like she was watching moves before anybody else did.
Wendy, you got fired from Hot 97 years ago because of Diddy. All these years later to see where Diddy currently is. What do you feel about that situation?
Right. Diddy will go to prison for life, people. You don't know things that I knew about Diddy back in the day, and you want to know what? It's about time, people. It is about time. Diddy done.
Rumors got heavier online. People saying maybe the job she lost, even the way her show ended quietly, could have been tied to her boldness. Nothing proven, just chatter, but it's wild how it makes sense when you connect the dots. And the social media explosion? Crazy. TikTok, Reddit, Twitter, fans reposting clips, debating if Wendy was prophetic or just loud. One thread even got into her health stuff, saying she might have backed off talking because she knew too much about powerful people.
And then she wasn't supposed to say his name out her mouth again unless she was doing an interview or something like that she could speak on him. So when I went to do the interview, she was really happy to have me on the show because she had a chance to talk about him again. Yeah, that's what happened. Because she was telling about all of these tea parties and all of that, all of the male-male relationships, and talking about the people in those high powers and what they doing to these little boys like that, giving them record labels.
Again, rumor, nothing confirmed, but it adds to the vibe. People remembering her pauses and the way she framed comments about Diddy, all hinting at energy and behavior most people ignored at the time. Then there's her recent interviews. She straight up said she wasn't shocked by what's going on with Diddy. She reacted to footage online, called it horrific, and even said it's about time. She acknowledged family members telling her, Wendy, you called it. Fans say that confirms what they already felt, that she saw things coming before everyone else. But remember, none of this proves she had proof. It's all her perspective and the way people are reading the clips. Why wasn't she heard back then? That's the part people keep talking about. Power, influence, industry control.
And I don't understand all the running around, and who are these people that you surround yourself with, and who are these people? Do they violate you? Do you get robbed? What happens? Now, you threw a house party, and I got the footage, okay? Look at this. Now, who has this many people at their house? Puff, and or Sean, Diddy, Doody, what do I call you?
If you speak up against a big name, you get called messy, loud, or unprofessional instead of listened to. Fans see a pattern. Outspoken women in media get dismissed, and truth gets buried. When scandals blow up years later, everybody acts shocked, and that's why Wendy's words feel prophetic now. At the end of the day, Wendy spoke bold, said what she saw, and paid the price for it. Fans online are just piecing it together now, connecting dots between her tone, her choice of words, her reactions, and the way the industry handled her. Rumors, speculation, social chatter, it all mixes into this narrative that she was warning the culture while nobody wanted to hear. So, tell me, do you think Wendy really saw it coming, or is this just fans putting the pieces together in hindsight? Watch her old clips, listen to her words, and you tell me, was she ahead of the game or just loud?
I think you should call me Puff. You always call me Puff.
I do.
Yes.
Okay. First hurdle jumped. Jesus.
I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous to come out here.
Fans describe as her getting burned by the industry. Not burned like fire, not physical, but burned like career heat. Like once you speak too loud, the game turns cold on you. Fans say after Wendy started talking wild about powerful people, especially hinting around Diddy's circle, doors started closing fast. Radio gigs gone, phones stopped ringing, labels calling her toxic. That's what people online say happened. Again, no paperwork, no proof, just industry talk that's been floating around for years. People bring up how Wendy herself admitted she got blackballed early in radio. She said it out her own mouth that certain people didn't want to work with her anymore. Fans connect that to Diddy because of his influence at the time. Music, media, fashion, clubs, connections everywhere. The rumor goes that when someone like that feels disrespected, they don't have to say a word. Things just stop happening for you. That's the story fans believe. Not a confirmed fact, but it's one that won't go away. And when people say she got burned, they point to how fast the narrative flipped on her. One minute she's breaking stories, the next minute she's labeled messy, unstable, unreliable. Fans say that's the oldest trick in the book. Don't argue the message, attack the messenger. Make people laugh at her so nobody listens anymore. That's how the rumor goes. Then folks rewind to later years on TV and say, look how careful she started moving. The same Wendy who used to go all the way there started stopping mid-sentence, switching topics, laughing things off. Fans say that's someone who already felt the heat once and wasn't trying to get burned again. She'd say just enough to warn you, but not enough to blow her whole situation up.